us. Good news and strange news. Okay, hold on a sec. Sonny, what's going on, Sonny? I guess you got notified. Eh? Shout out to Sonny with the notification action. Yeah, you are, Sonny. So, Sonny, I think this is the text you just sent me about an hour ago. We're going to discuss that on the live. So we'll wait for more people to get on here. Shout out to Ethan. Ethan, what's going on, man? Hold on. Yeah, Shervin moved out of California. I don't blame. I mean, well, not out of California, out of Southern California. Sunny, where you are, it's probably chill, and I mean, I know it's chill and it's likely fine. Although still strange in some ways, as you know. But I mean, I'm in Canada, so it's also strange here. Ethan was lifting. Shout out to Ethan, lifting, dude. We got this fake space footage. Okay, I'm gonna shout out the live real quick. Oh wow, dude. Do you remember how when you take an image of hold on a second. Do you remember how when they take a picture of something and then they mirror it and they can see like a goat, like Baphomet? If you mirror the recent image that they gave us, Artemis 2 of this of the Earth from space, that's fake, of course. It literally is Baphomet. So that's probably in a lot more images than many people know, actually, or that we've not discovered yet. So hold on, I definitely got to make that into a post tomorrow. Okay, let me shout out this live on Instagram real quick. Hold on a sec. You know what's funny because you guys are like all about discussing these sorts of things, and it's like you're kind of about it, like you know some strange stuff is going on and whatnot. But sometimes your friends and family are not as interested in keeping their head on a swivel per se. You know what I mean? Um, Ethan, the recent image that NASA released of the Earth from space, if you mirror it, so you cut it in half and then mirror it, it looks like Baphomet. The same thing with uh, this the King Charles's picture that looked like Baphomet or was Baphomet. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna shout out the live on Instagram real quick here, guys. We got fresh spring water. Did you see that World Economic Forum girl say that in the future paying for breathable air is not so far out? Stupid, man. Okay, hold on. Dude, don't you guys admit it is a little bit strange that the microwave plate literally has the nuclear radiation logo symbol on it? I should do that post again. Hold on. I gotta write that down. Microwave plate. Actually, that might have been like a year ago today that I made that video. Well, trial, they have violated the ceasefire already, though. There's reports coming out that they're bombing still. Exactly, Prince Red. He said in today's PSYOP news. But we'll discuss. We're about to get into it. I'm just going to shout out that we're on Instagram, and then we'll do the full deep dive on it, guys. Okay. Yeah, Ethan. But that video, Ethan, I made a post about that. Elon Musk posted a video, and he says this is Artemis passing the moon, and then everyone's like, this. Someone's like, this video is from 3 years ago. And so technically, Elon wasn't lying because he didn't say Artemis 2 passing the moon. He said Artemis, which was the first time. Allegedly, obviously they didn't go anywhere near it. But anyway, so he was just trolling. But I mean, they're just showing how easily you are, how easy it is to manipulate the public. The top comment was like, you'd think Elon was talking about the most recent moon mission, not one from 3 years ago. So I'm sure it's just like the troll is showing how easy it is to manipulate, surely. Okay, hold on. Ceasefire violated. Okay. Shout out to Luther, man. So Luther, then you've been around for that long too, then, eh? Yeah, that's right, Ethan. Elon Musk did trick a lot of people today. But even more millions are tricked by NASA as we speak, thinking they're flying around the moon. It's great that the veil is really being lifted on this stuff, man. At first, I thought the moon landing, that they had been to the moon, but they faked the moon landing. And now I realize they have not been to the moon, or they faked the moon landing, and they also definitely have not been to the moon. So, what's going on, everyone? Okay, so listen. Ceasefire just got violated right after they said they're going to have 2 weeks to figure this thing out, and the Strait of Hormuz is going to be reopened. Just so you know, even if the Strait of Hormuz was open right now, which let's find out if it is, there is still a how many day has it been? About a month, like a month gap where nothing was going through there. So that alone is going to cause a ripple and a major, at least disruption. You know what I mean? This is not. And here's the thing. I don't think this is over. You think they're done doing Agenda 2030? Like, oh, ceasefire over. We'll go back to normal, everyone. Meanwhile, they were just about to get, like, I don't. So listen, there's a lot more I want to tell you guys about this World War III scenario and what's coming around the corner with the digital ID and all the stuff they're doing in Mexico and what the plan is with the energy lockdowns. But I just want you to know, I had my account deleted in 2021. All of you are aware that there is censorship, right? So you can imagine if a guy's on here saying like, no, all of this is fake. What's actually going on is this, that could be a bit of a threat to the official narrative. For that reason, we are live right now on Rumble, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. If you guys want to tune in, it's at the link in my bio. That's where we're going to be continuing this stream. We also can answer a lot more questions, or I can answer a lot more questions over there because there is less people and they're not flying by as fast. And then if you make an account on Rumble, then you can engage in the conversation as well. We already got 100 people on Rumble. That's where the real ones come hang out. Dude, Mind Power, 100%, dude. Dude, Mind Power, even though your delivery could be worked on, you are 100% correct. Mind Powerful tool. You are absolutely correct about what you said. But guys, so come to Rumble. It's at the link in my bio. Just click the link and then you will see the Rumble button. Click that, come to Rumble right now. If you get an account, you can comment. It'd be great for you guys to be able to join the conversation, but you can just watch on your browser without any apps or any accounts, etc. But it is a better viewing experience if you get the app and you get an account that you can join the convo. All right. So hope to see you guys on Rumble. I love you all. We will win in the end. And come on over to Rumble at the link in my bio. All right. We'll see you guys there. Yeah. What's with the moon looking farther away? Like, it's like the moon looks big in the sky now, or a week ago or whatever when you could see it. I don't think you can see it right now. But then as soon as you get like 150,000 miles closer to it, it looks like way smaller off in the distance. Like, isn't this the law of observation or whatever? The closer you get to an object, the larger it appears. So when NASA sent out that picture saying they're halfway to the moon now, and the moon was like a tiny dot, like way far away. Oh, someone's gonna like think I'm being Illuminati by doing that, but I'm just showing you guys. You know what I mean? So, anyways, ridiculous. But again, the masses, I guess they didn't quite wrap their heads around that one, man. But you guys, I mean, don't you think a million more people right now are knowing the moon landing is totally fake and this whole thing is a deception? But it's crazy because you can be like, oh, the moon landing's fake, but then if you don't really connect the dots as to why they're faking it, you're still not really fully uh, in the know with what this whole thing is about. And if you saw the interview so did you guys see the interview of a astronaut? And the guy says to him, "Swear on the Bible that you went to the moon." And he was conducting an interview in the astronaut's house. And at first it was like, "I'm going to ask you about your moon exploration." And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, come on over." And then when he's in there, he's like, "So swear on this Bible you went to the moon." And the guy's like, "Well, I don't like to do that because I don't believe," he said, the interviewer said, "by penalty of perjury, by penalty of eternal damnation, swear on the Bible you went to the moon." And the guy said, "I don't like to do that because I don't believe in the Bible as scripture, but I believe it as a historical record." But anyways, he swore on the Bible and said, "Yes, we went to the moon." And then the guy said, "Wow, you're the first astronaut that's ever done that." And then he freaked the fuck out. Ashley, that's right. He freaked out and then said, "Get the hell out of my house." He actually kneed the guy. And then, anyways, my point is that in that interview, the interviewer said, "You lying about the moon being landed on, space and everything," he said that it is a satanic lie. And he didn't use his words like sparingly or, willy-nillyingly. Like, the reason it's a satanic lie that we've been to the moon and are traveling in space is because it is in direct contravention. It is inversely correlated to the story of creation, to the truth about how we were created, and how there is a single God, and how there is no evolution, and it's to take away your true power. Also, by the way, if you think you're on a spinning ball that's like closed, right? You're on a ball that's as big as it is. It foments this perception that like we're all stuck here and we're I forget how it was worded, but it was like, as opposed to, if you realize there's vast expanses outside the ice wall and we're being forced to be stuck in this area where we have to pay taxes to strange individuals involved in very strange things, if you know what I'm talking about, then it's about controlling people's perception. That's what this whole thing is. So, anyways, I remember when I was little watching an alien movie once, and then I literally went to bed like shaken up about the fact that I'm like bummed that I'm stuck on this tiny rock in space and there's so much out there I want to explore and go to space. Like, that actually affected me. I think it was uh Knowing. You guys seen Knowing, when the whole world gets destroyed, the globe gets destroyed and aliens come down? Anyway, um shout out to all the new people on Rumble, by the way. Welcome to Rumble, guys. This is where we can discuss things that we cannot on Instagram. So listen, I want to tell you about the ceasefire and the shitstorm that's popping off. That's not done, by the way. I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done, rather, um, pulling Agenda 2030 together here. Okay, they're not. So before we get into the war stuff and what I think the angle is here about the temporary ceasefire and the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, as much as we are positive, I know the best things are around the corner in the future, there is an angle here, and you want to be aware of the angle. Before we get to the angle, though, I wanted to mention, as we all know, they are spraying us with chemtrails every day. They have been feeding us GMOs, human meat in McDonald's. They found fucking teeth in a Japanese McDonald's. Human teeth. They find human DNA in hot dogs. There may be a cannibalism thing going on where they're feeding us. We know there's also aborted fetal cells in food and even in vaccines as well. Like, that is a fact. We know that, right? So this is a satanic war against us, a spiritual war against us. They do have our vessels in their crosshairs. They do want us in a lowered state. They want us altered. They want our frequency messed up. They want our pineal gland calcified. We are aware of that, right? Well, we are giving away on tonight's live, Sound Mind, Sound Body. We have 3 bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. That's absolutely right, Isaiah. Amen to that, brother. The chocolate powder, we're giving 3 of them away on tonight's live. This is certified organic, certified genetically tested heirloom cacao from Bolivia. which massively boosts stem cell production and also increases your gut microbiome. Your gut microbiome is supposed to be, you're supposed to actually contain, this is crazy. The human body is supposed to contain more bacterial cells than human cells. If you're drinking fluoride, drinking chlorine, drinking sodas, pops, energy drinks, all this poisonous shit, it's wiping out your gut bacteria. And you are, I guess, effectively less human. If a full human has a healthy microbiome and has more bacterial cells than human cells, then I don't know exactly. It just is not the optimal vibe, right? Anyway, chocolate boosts your gut microbiome massively. So we're giving away 3 bags. The way the deal works, it also is believed to decalcify the pineal gland and increases stem cell production, which repairs damaged tissue and damaged cells. Chocolate, we got 3 left to give away. The way the deal works is this. It's first come, first serve. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. As soon as I put the link, make sure you click it to be bumped first in line. As I said, it's first come, first serve. So that goes to choq.com, choq.com. And guys, we're getting into the war stuff. I just had to mention this first because we did a live earlier this afternoon. We gave away, I think it was 2 bags of lit, and then people were DMing me saying, can we give away more? So this is what we're doing. Choq.com, choq.com. That is, Choq ships out of Georgia. They're based in Texas. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So click the link, go to choq.com. The way the deal works, #1 supplement at choq.com for men and women, for detox, for fertility, for hormones, and also, is someone else saying that, Zora? Look at the moon, it's gone, and I think the world should see and know it's not there. Okay, everyone listening right now, go and look outside the window right now of your house to just double check real quick if the moon is in the sky. That would be fucking weird if the moon is not anywhere right now. Everyone let me know. But this is the way the deal works real quick. Choq.com, #1 superfood for men and women is the hot water purified shilajit. It's an herbo-mineral compound. It's clinically studied. It's pro-fertile. It stimulates the production of new brain cells. Welcome, Afghan warrior. It stimulates the production of new brain cells, which gives you way sharper memory, concentration, and focus. Extremely potent and detoxifying. It also is believed to, it has C60 in it, or carbon 60, which has anti-aging effects in the human body. So that's carbon 60. You can look up the benefits on that. It's freaking wild, anti-aging. So shilajit, that's in the male and female vitality stack at choq.com. If you go to choq.com and you put a male or female vitality stack in your cart, the subscription to it in your cart, and you apply the discount code 50LIFE, 50LIFE, which I just put in the comments again. And that discount code is insane, by the way. 50% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. And automatically you're going to get a free lit powder if you're one of the first 3 people on tonight's live to order it. In the male and female stack, you have the organic ashwagandha, which is considered the king of herbs in India. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. Look what freaking Luther just said. He said he's been taking the Choq shilajit for 7 years, which actually checks out almost 7 years. Yeah, almost 7 years, because we started it in 2019. That's right. He said it's the best, and then he said, what did he say last? He said, get the shilajit. I promise it's worth it, but only from Choq. I think the reason he specifies only from Choq is because, yes, the vast majority of shilajit tar resin on the internet today is 20 to 30% water. It's significantly diluted. Usually it's full of heavy metals. They don't heavy metal purify. They don't purify it at all. So you got to watch out. Shout out to Butterdog, who's getting his now. I'll hold the slot for you, dude. We only have 3 bags of the lit powder left, though. So if you go to choq.com, put the male or female vitality stack in your cart, apply that discount code 50LIFE, and then boom, bang, bing, you're going to get the free $100 bag of chocolate included in your order. And by the way, this is not some willy-nilly thing here with heirloom cacao. It's the original cacao, which is extremely rare. Usually you can get organic cacao, no problem. But usually it's full of heavy metals, and it doesn't have the original OG DNA to the heirloom cacao, the original cacao. Yes, we ship to Australia all the time, True Seeker. Let me just Google real quick. Where is the moon right now? Well, I don't really know how you'd find that out. Wouldn't it be like an insanely viral thing everyone would be talking about right now if the moon's gone? Like, don't you think your house, like maybe you're just in the wrong spot? To the guy who's saying the moon is literally gone right now, like, are you sure, dude? Maybe like check on the map. Where's it supposed to be? Thank you, dude. Luther, I appreciate you sharing that with us, man. It's true. You can go get way cheaper shilajits on like Amazon and stuff. but we're talking about a tar resin. It's tar in a jar. It's crude tar resin that has usually has less bioactive compounds. By the way, the chalk shilajit has 5 to 10 times more bioactive compounds in it than conventional shilajit tar resin. Just looked on my sky map. It's on the other side right now. Okay, so maybe it's just on the other side of the globe right now, brother. Like, does anyone know about the damn moon? Like, sorry, does anyone know about the moon cycles? Where should it be? Do you know what month it is? Shouldn't it be above your house right now? I don't know. Let me know. Holy crap, pioneering freedom is in El Salvador. No moon yet. Okay, thank you, Ruth. Thank God. Guys, the moon is still here. Ruth can see it in Australia. Shout out to Ruth. Zorro, you're completely wrong. The moon did not disappear. It's still in the sky. It's in Australia right now, bro. Please. You had me freaked out for a second, man. It's like something like divine intervention happening right now. It's fucking a weird thought, dude. Everyone check though, double check. Maybe Ruth just sees a streetlight from far away. You never know. Those Aussies, man. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Ruth. Okay, so hold on a second. Penna is correct. That's absolutely right. Non-toxic knows too. Okay, hold on a sec. A ton of people are on the site right now. If you are on the website, choq.com, it's all good, Zorro. I'm totally joking, man. I'm glad that you're rested at ease now, though. Chalk.com, choq.com. Put the male or female stack in your cart. Apply the discount code 50life 50LIFE, and boom, bang, bang, you're going to get the $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order. There's more than 3 people on the site right now, though. So if you're on the site, quickly place it to lock in that freebie. Truth seekers in Australia too. Yeah, it's great. Australia, you guys are waking up. I see a lot of. Did you Australians who are watching this right now? Did you guys see the Australian guy's video I posted who's talking about working in the mines and how there's no big shortage of diesel there because it's run like an efficient business and they want it to be continuing to function. And why isn't our country run like an efficient business? Anyways, he's a cool guy though. I've talked to him a few times. So listen, ceasefire and all this whole shit that's going on. So everyone's been on the edge of their seat wondering what the Sam Dam's happening, right? Is there about to be a nuke dropped? Boom, all of a sudden, 2 weeks to flatten the curve, guys. 2 weeks of a ceasefire. Which, by the way, if this was an organic conflict, I see very little reason that there'd be so much diplomacy. Like, it would be like, no, we're not stopping the Strait of Hormuz. If you're trying to destroy us and destroy this thing, we're going to shut this whole shit down. We're going to inflict pain on you. We're not going to both agree to a ceasefire and then get to reorganize and recoup and then bomb each other more. Like, it doesn't really even make sense. I'm sure there's an angle to it. Dude, mainstream algorithm, you're allowed to translate. Well, DM me first. Mainstream algorithm, shout out to mainstream. DM me first, dude. But listen, so what I think is everyone just got relief. Did you not feel the relief a little bit when they said they're going to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and there's a ceasefire? Like you kind of felt like, phew. I'm thinking that this is the time we need to be the most vigilant because this is the time that now people's guards are down. In what way? Well, I just mean I was expecting, holy shit, it's about to pop off. Now it's no, don't worry. 2 weeks ceasefire. Strait of Hormuz is going to be open. Shout out to Primal Eskimo. You know what I mean, though? So I think that now that we're in a ceasefire, what could be next? Well, if you're a strategic Illuminatist, you'd be sitting there going, okay, now we should do some sleeper cells over here, which re-instigates people's desire to want to be in the war. Maybe too many people didn't want to be in the war, didn't support the war in Iran. And so we have to scale it back and then have some false flag shit go on that reignites people's desire and support for the war. And then get everyone to say, let's put an end to Iran. And then Russia and China step in. Now, this could be a multi-year thing. I kind of thought that was just heating up. I kind of thought that April 15th, all of a sudden there's going to be a global energy shock and there's going to be like energy lockdowns and all that. But if we reverse this and Australia doesn't have much of their energy lockdown anymore and South Korea stops their license plate readers from scanning everyone's cars to know if they're supposed to be on the road or not based on what day of the week it is. If all that gets lifted, that's freaking awesome. But this still eerily reminds me of COVID, and it's interesting because both COVID was the first time we ever experienced anything like that in our lives, right? Of course, anything almost in human history, like lockdowns, like that was definitely weird. Um, but now having these new lockdowns, restrictions on movement, restrictions on vehicles that you can drive or can't drive. And remember, the first rule of like communism and all that is to abolish private property. So the plan is they're not going to go and take your car, but they'll make it so you can't get oil for it anymore, or you can't afford gas for it anymore. Like that's the angle. They like to do it the sneaky, covert way that's not up in your face, because then there's a big revolution. That's what it is. They're putting all their cards on the straight when there could easily be enacted contingencies to divert oil away from the strait. Yeah, that is sus dialed. No shit. That's what I was talking to my dad. He's like, why the fuck we got to go through the Strait of Hormuz anyway? Just take a boat, go further, have another port. Boom. Why are we dependent on this friggin' little river going through one of the most turbulent areas in the whole wide world? But hold on. Joshua is about to get the stack. Which one should he get? And is a 50% off still good? Joshua, so what we have going on right now, 50, dude, just so you know, the 50% off lifetime discount, 50 life. Chalk hasn't run a 50% off lifetime discount in literally over 2 years. We've been doing 10, 15, 20% off for the last like 2 years. 50% off for life, and the free $100 bag of chocolate powder if you get the male or female vitality stack at chalk.com and you apply the discount code 50life. So this is like the most smoking deal they've done in forever. And I don't know how long they're going to do it for. I don't think too often. This is the second day we've been doing the 50 life. They said to me, we're going to run it for a very limited time, so I'm not sure. The lits, though, the last I heard with the lits, the energy crisis shits that's coming around the corner, they're not sure if they're going to be able to give away free bags of lit for much longer either. So this is kind of a double whammy, ultra limited freebie discount deal that if you're on the fence, yes, get a stack, a male vitality stack, or a female vitality stack, because there's still a bunch of people on the site. And if you place your order during the live, you get that massive discount on your subscription. It's a subscription discount. You can cancel or modify your subscription anytime. And then you get the free bag of lit included in your order. Remember too, the Chalk Daily boosts total testosterone 21% in 90 days. It's the #1 supplement for men. It also boosts sperm count and sperm motility. And then in the female stack, you got the Shilajit, which calibrates your endocrine system and boosts your hormones, increases brain function and memory. The ashwagandha is in both the male and female stack. And by the way, just so you know, this isn't some run-of-the-mill, willy-nilly. I just put the link in the chat, by the way, to chalk.com. This isn't some run-of-the-mill, willy-nilly mill bullshit. We have an entire write-up on the side of our bottle of ashwagandha about how the vast majority of ashwagandha is not only farmed in China, but is 14 times less potent than Chalk's ashwagandha. A single capsule of Chalk's ashwagandha gets you 14 times as many bioactive compounds as the average ashwagandha that's on Amazon. So we're talking about Amazon. It's the Shanghai surprise if you get something there. So you got to watch out. Ashwagandha, though, massively boosts your melatonin production. You get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's extremely pro-fertile. And I know someone may be thinking like, well, I don't need to be fertile. I already have kids, or I'm not planning on having kids. But that's kind of a narrow view, because it's like, if I say boost fertility, let's say you're 80 years old. What I mean is it's really good for you. Yes, it does boost fertility in people whose ages are in the fertile range or who should be fertile, but all the chemicals and contaminants we're exposed to is unfortunate. But anything that boosts fertility, like sure, probably avocados boost. In fact, avocados do apparently they're good for the womb and they're shaped like the womb. Did you guys hear about that? Anyways, my point is, unless even if you're not trying to be fertile, fertility is a barometer of health. You do want to have take things that are superfoods that boost fertility, whether you're trying to be fertile or not, is my point. Embryo said, as promised, I posted the video of my Shilajit baby reading to my Instagram. Embry Homestead, what the heck is your Instagram? That is cool. That is very cool. Guy, if you guys didn't hear, this is the lore of what she just commented. Embry said, on today's live. Well, actually, no, I don't even want to talk about it. Embry, your secret's safe with me. That's freaking awesome. She didn't give her baby Shilajit, just to clarify. She did not give her baby Shilajit. But chalk is not intended for nursing or pregnant women or anyone under the age of 18 and all that. It's for healthy adults. But she has a cool story. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to Embry Homestead. I want to call her Embryo Homestead, but it's not that. Sonny said, Shane, it was a year ago. Yesterday, Seaton changed my life. Oh, wow. Really, Sonny? A year ago yesterday. Wow. March 6th, eh? It's a special time, March. Wait, why did I say March? April 6th. Okay. Not April Fool's, though. That's good. Okay, hold on a second. I'm about to shut out the live on Instagram again right now. And so there's going to be a bunch more people on the live. If you're on the fence, you're about to place your order at chalk.com. Quickly place it with that discount code 50LIFE, 50life, and you'll be locked in for the free lit powder. Otherwise, we have 3 left and a bunch of people are on the site, so we're probably going to end up giving them away. And especially once like another 100 people come on here or so. And welcome everyone to Rumble again. Wow. Embry, that is a lovely story. You see what I mean though, Embry, right? Like we can't say to do that, but I do think it's cool that you kind of risked it for the biscuit there, you know? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do wonder about it. Like cacao, super good for you. But if it was in a capsule, they would say, it's a supplement. Don't take it if you know what I mean? Irish moss. You can buy Irish moss from a grocery store. I don't recommend you do because the vast majority of Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean and it's full of microplastics. But you can go buy Irish moss in a grocery store. Chalk's Irish moss is wildcrafted from Nova Scotia. And take that and it's no problem. But as soon as Irish moss is put in a capsule, in a supplement, we have to write on it, not intended for nursing or pregnant women. Like, you know what I mean? Really dialed. Well, apparently the owner of Rumble, well, I mean, let's just say it's dope that we don't get strikes and we can speak freely here for now. I hope it lasts forever. Shout out to Butterdog, who said he lost a bunch of fat taking the Chad mode and Tomcat. Never felt better in my life, to be honest. Dude, shout out to Butterdog, man. He's taking the Chad mode too. I can't wait to start talking about that again. It's running. We only have a few. I'm not even going to tell you guys how good Chad mode is. It is on the website. It is freaking awesome, but don't buy it. That's all I can say. Do not buy it. I mean, we have enough to. I know that probably sounds like reverse psychology, but my understanding is we're not supposed to talk much about Chad mode right now because we're running low on it, but we do still have enough. Yeah, shut up about the Chad mode, Butterdog. Favorite meat, Eskimo. Favorite meat. I mean, you can't eat chicken every night, and that's a ruminant animal. I could definitely have, dude, good venison is not gamey. Gamey is partial spoilage from improper handling and processing the animal. Gaminess is not, I mean, some meat, I guess, but I think some meat we're not supposed to eat. If it's got claws or paws, you're not supposed to eat it. It's got to be a cloven hoof. You know, anyways, my point is favorite meat. What do I eat the most of? Well, actually buffalo right now. Buffalo and beef. We got to be the top, the top two, man. But here's the crazy part. You can eat all the meat in the world right now. But if you're not getting the full matrix of minerals, like my meat comes from an Amish farm and a local network of farms that has like 80 to 100 cows per farm. They're way up north. I said local, but like local to at least my province. Anyways, my point is that they're eating this grass. It's not sprayed and all that, right? But globally, or should I say flat earthly, the soil is not the same that it was 60, 70 years ago. Chemtrailing, like it is a reality. Organic food, the soil is still a little bit, you got to do extra things to the soil to boost it because of the chemtrails and other things. Acid rain, you know, there's a place called Sudbury near me, which had a nickel mine in the like 90s or 80s or something. And bro, there are no large trees in Sudbury at all because the nickel mine acid rained the shit out of the soil and killed everything. So as you get into Sudbury in the summer, it'll be like green, but there's no big trees and the rocks are barren. Like it kind of looks crazy. And then they figured out how to put scrubbers in the chimneys of these plants, and they figured it out. But anyways, my point is that acid rain blew downstream, blew all over the place. It affected things. So even eating 100% organically today, organic meat, wild meat, even, um, if the animal is not getting the full matrix of minerals, you're not getting the full matrix of minerals. So we need to make sure we're getting the full matrix of minerals, which is in both the male and female vitality stack. The shilajit contains the full matrix of minerals, and same with the Irish moss in the female stack, which has 190 to 102 of the full matrix. The reason I say that is because the minerals rebuild your DNA, they boost your brain function, and every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. So if you're eating beef today that's organic and grass fed, you're getting more nutrients from that beef if you're getting the full spectrum of minerals into your system. Irish moss and shilajit boost nutrient absorption for that reason. Vitamin actually used to be called, or used to be vital mineral, because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. Pretty freaking cool. Chalk.com, the code is 50LIFE, 50 life, and you get a 50% off lifetime discount, and you get the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order. Organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. I'm going to shout out the live on Instagram now real quick. Everyone stand by for 2 seconds. Well, I'll be with you still, but if you're on the site, place your order ASAP, because there's going to be a bunch more people on here in about a minute or so. Now, let me see. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Asher, man. Asher said, if I'm just eating eggs right now, am I still covered on nutrients? Asher, yeah, if you're just eating eggs, I mean, I'm not a nutritionist, but like, I don't know that, oh, the meat is too expensive right now for coffee. Yeah, dude, egg it up, bro. Asher, your fucking ancestors chewed on cowhide to stave off starvation. They survived. Like, bro, I don't know how dialed our diets really need to be. We already eat too much. We should be fasting more. I feel like a little bit goes a long way with the human body. Now, unless you're like biohackingly bodybuilding, measuring your grams of protein and shit, like that's a different story. But I mean, if you're just like living life, yeah, you can eat eggs, bro. You could have you can eat some beef jerky, like, you know what I mean? I think you should be all right. But shout out to Asher, man. Asher, I didn't know you were in college, man. That's freaking awesome. You're going for gender studies, you said? Okay, hold on a sec. Let me just check this out. I do know someone who went for that. Shout out to Matt Rains. Shout out to Matt. He's watching from Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to Matt Rains. Okay, yeah, there's still a bunch of people on the site. I hope they place their order before I shout out this live, man, because it's going to go quick. Embry Homesteads. So do I type that in? Do I type that in, Sunny? Let me type it in. Hold on. Embry. There she is. Shut up. How old is that baby? Did you say 18 months? Dude, her baby is reading, who's 18 months old, looks looks very similar actually to my baby. And she's okay. Okay, she writes the, baby says, how did you teach an 18-month-old to read? You better make a vlog on this, Embry. Okay, and she has like an apothecary or like she's growing all kinds of stuff in her house. She's got a nice wooden fence. And here's is that your whole fam, Jen? Yeah, with your little baby in June. Yeah, with a bunch of plants in the background and like fields of look, she's making kombucha. Is that maple syrup? Oh, moonshine. Nice. Embry, nice. Guys, they're respectable, notable, what's the word? Like professional and really freaking cool people on this live. Growing all kinds of stuff. Kids are barefoot digging in her greenhouse area here or getting potatoes out of the ground. Like, yeah, that's the life those kids are living, man. Wow. All right. Well, Embry, that is lovely. I got to send that to Mrs. Shane Vibes. Now, if you if you comment on the make a whole, yeah, you got to do something about that, Embry, about the fact she's 18 months old reading. She's going to be the next. She may be the Terminator, Sarah Connor, who will defeat the AI Antichrist in her lifetime. Incredible. Embry, that is so beautiful, though. I love that. Thank you for telling me to look that up. Sonny said, Matt Dorsey believes that eggs have too many hormones and throws off ours. Matt Dorsey, though, I mean, he was like a Chinese medicine guy. Don't the Chinese people eat like 1,000,000 eggs? And after a woman gives birth in China, they tell her to eat like 30 eggs a day for like a month or something to really replace all those nutrients and stuff. I don't know, man. You could get it. Everyone has an opinion. Like, not everyone has an opinion. What I mean is, I, just pray over your food. Have a good old egg. Have an egg sandwich. I have an egg sandwich every morning, man. I love but I should fast. I need to do a fast, but I get to choose to do a fast. But no, I love my egg sandwiches. Healthy pastured eggs, organic cheeses without the Pfizer freaking weird ass enzyme they put that Pfizer makes. Um, Anyway. Okay, hold on a second. Asher, really? You ate 30 eggs a day? Okay, man. Yeah, you're good. Wait, you can eat 30 eggs in a day, but you can't have a bit of ground beef from a. You should be able to get, dude, pretty good organic heirloom ground beef from Embry. By the way, your page reminds me of like you could be a um, homesteading YouTube channel. Okay, hold on a second. Let me shout out the live on Rumble, guys. Last call on the free lit. A bunch of people are still on the site. Some checking out, and we only have 3 bags left of the lit to give away. So last call. Make sure you use the code 50life, 50LIFE, on the male or female stack to get your $100 bag of chocolate powder. Okay, shouting out the live. Embry, that is super cool. 6 to 8, yeah, you're good. Eskimo, if you actually are an Eskimo, which I remember, what was it? The Edmonton Eskimos had to change their name to like the Edmonton something else because they thought it was inappropriate or whatever. But dude, if you're an Eskimo, you can be eating all kinds of. I think it's Inuit. It's supposed to be Inuit now. You could be eating, yeah, 6 to 8 eggs. Your ancestors would be like 6 to 8 eggs. We eat 6 to 8 pounds of friggin' whale blubber. 6 to 8 eggs, you're good to go. But some people, anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. Let me announce this live real quick. Trump. Time to nuke Iran now tonight. No, I'm just kidding. That would be a crazy. Joshua. So hold on a second. Good question. The 50% off lifetime discount. You apply that to the subscription. That is a subscription discount. You can cancel, pause, and modify your subscription at any time from your phone, your computer, text, email, call, website. You can do any of that, so you're not locked into like a contract or something with your subscription. But that 50 life discount is a better deal than if you were to do 50% off the one-time order and the 50% off lifetime discount. The clinically studied benefits of the male and female vitality stacks are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose, and at 50% off for life, it's really easy to do that, really affordable to do that. But that's also how you get the free lit, is when it's on the subscription to the stack, not the one-time order. So that's a good question. Shout out to Joshua. And yes, and you heard me what I said about how they usually don't do 50s anyway. It's usually like 10% off or 20% off. I'm just going to do a good old fashioned mention to you. So I'm stoked for Joshua to place his order, and then we'll have 2 bags left. Eskimo said, LMAO, I'm Indian. The Jeet Indians, LOL, no Eskimo. Oh, okay. Jeet Indians. You could have said computer Indian. I would have known. Shout out to Eskimo, dude. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Yes, Irish. What's it called? Irish butter. I forget what it's called, but yeah. Well, they first had phthalates, and now it's not even grass fed. And what was that thing that just happened with that damn egg company that fed them like GMO corn and soy and stuff? And they had more corn oil in it than people could imagine. What's going on, everyone? I'm mentioning all of you because we just had the Strait of Hormuz said to be reopened. It looks like World War III is called off. The Great Reset is no longer. This is just such great news. Except, do you think they're done with Agenda 2030? Do you think they're done trying to hook everyone up to AI in Mexico right now? They're telling 127 million people that if you want to use a cell phone after June 30th, you have to connect your facial recognition, iris scan, and fingerprints to be able to use a cell phone with its service, of course. I mean, you can use an iPod all you want. You want to use cell service? It's got to be linked to your biometrics, dude. That's not, of course, the cover story is, come on, it's going to be so great for stopping crime. But it also happens to be able to put everyone into a grid where anything you say is linked to your identity. So what if you say, what if you pretend I'm Mexican right now and I'm in Mexico and I say, our government, they could use some fixing. And all of a sudden I get a knock at my door. Well, that is the reality in China, which also has facial recognition, digital ID. This is the plan for the entire world. I'm going to keep saying this until more people wrap their heads around it. This is the plan for the world. Every single country is headed towards the same technological model of society. And so, boom, bang, bing, they're not done trying to do that. And Smudget said, can we stick to the great news and leave it right there? Look, my dad called me. He said, son, they're reopening the Strait of Hormuz. And I'm in my head, I'm like, it feels relieving, but this is when you want to keep your head on a swivel for a potential psyop / false flag / everyone's relieved right now. That's the time, the moment of surprise. So listen, we're not out of the woodwork yet. And you know what, to be honest, not enough people have woken up yet to be out of the woodwork anyway. So listen, it is going to be Ralph said, mark of the beast in it. Yes, in it indeed, dude. So listen, I want to tell you guys more about what's going on because this is shocking breaking news. We are live on Rumble right now, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. That is where we're continuing this live. We have 120 people on Rumble right now discussing stuff that I cannot mention here without possibly getting strikes and strange things to my account. If you guys want to tune in, click the link in my bio, come over to Rumble now. Because yeah, we got to keep our heads on a swivel. Things are getting a little bit strange. And that's right. That's right, Lauren. Of course. Okay, guys. So come to Rumble. Shout out to Jason, who's already on Rumble. Shout out to Jason, man. Well, you're dual streaming, man. That's freaking awesome. Also, you could alternatively just comment the word Rumble on any one of my posts, and you will get the link sent directly to your DMs. Don't comment Rumble on the live. Comment Rumble on the posts, any one of my posts, and you'll get the link automatically sent to your DMs. My name on Rumble should be Shane Vibes. Let me see here. Shane Vibes live feeds, or just Shane Vibes Truth. I kind of have 2 channels. I kind of messed it up, but the one with 17,500 followers is mine. And well, they're both mine, but that's the one that I'm streaming on right now. Okay. I hope to see you guys on Rumble. Shout out to Exposing Them All 2020. That guy obviously was aware at least since 2020 when the first major, gigantic, crazy psyop happened with this fake pandemic. Okay. I love you guys all. I hope to see you all on Rumble. We'll see you guys there. All right. I love you guys all. I didn't really word that right. That's all right. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Welcome all the new people to Rumble right now. Hold on a sec. Dude, shout out to Matt Rains tuning in from Tennessee. He says every night when he makes a cup of lit, he likes to taste the lit powder right out of the bag. It's great. That's how you know a legit blend, dude. When you can eat it dry by the spoon, it is. Then you really freaking know, man. Shout out to Matt. Um, hold on a second. Shout out to Sunny as well, all of you guys on here. So listen, we got the news today. I wasn't joking about that Mexico thing, by the way. Like, if in Canada tomorrow they said in 6 months you got to link your biometric ID to use cell service, you realize that it wouldn't stop there. Eventually, to access the internet, they want it to be connected. They don't want you to anonymously be able to leave comments, make videos, create content, and discuss things online. And the reason they're building all these gigantic AI data centers, which all of a sudden, why the fuck is data so important all of a sudden? Well, it's because they're about to need a lot of storage to store every one of our profiles, every one of our keystrokes, every one of our thoughts, if these cell towers and the Wi-Fi and the frequencies can read our minds, which some people say they can. And this is the weirdest part about it. No one would be sitting in there monitoring you. AI would be categorizing you based on what you say, what you've said, what you do, what you look at, and they would be able to put you in a. It's no longer like it used to be. Oh, you're on a list, like the CIA is watching you. It would be AI has you in a category of a person who is not conducive to being a member of society. When meanwhile, it's like someone who's awake to this shocking plan that's going on. So that's why they're making these massive data centers. It would be AI reading everything at the same time. And that's why it requires a bajillion gigawatts of energy and a bajillion liters and gallons of water, because it's super hot freaking processors running at 1 billion degrees to be able to freaking do all that stuff. Now, the good news is I feel like we should be able to one day just unplug it. Like, what's the worst that it could do? But I don't know that we'd be able to unplug it if it goes full The Matrix or full Terminator, when it's like almost decentralized. Like, would they be, when they're setting up AI, would they have a global AI center where it's like in iRobot, where he throws a grenade into the headquarters of AI and then it shuts down all the robots? Remember that? I feel like if I was AI and I was Satan, I would be like, dude, do not build one mega center that humanity could like swarm and destroy and stop AI from spreading. You know what I mean? Because this is satanic. We'll talk about that in a second, but it fully is. Um, Anyways, guys, so I want to talk to you more about the data centers and all this absolutely wild shit coming around the corner and the temporary relief people are getting. Well, spoon surf, that's what AI did in The Matrix. AI was using the sun to power it. Humans blocked out the sun because AI was trying to destroy humans. Like, so humans made AI. AI perceived humans as a threat, so it tried to, I guess, kill them all. Humans blocked out the sun to stop AI from getting its power. And then AI decided, let's use humans to get our power, and then somehow jammed them all into those little vats and like harvested their energy. That's what happened in uh, The Matrix. So we'll see, though. It is strange. Before we get into the rest of that, we are all on the same wavelength, right? That they're putting artificial aborted fetal cells, chemicals, GMOs, fluoride, pesticides, microplastics, phthalates, heavy metals, chemtrails, frequencies, Wi-Fi, cell towers. We are aware that this is a spiritual and chemical assault on humanity, right? Like, I think we're all on the same wavelength. It's all connected, yes. Well, with that being said, one could come to the logical conclusion that at that rate, it would be a good idea to make sure that your health and vitality, the one thing you truly have control over in this world, is at peak function, and your mental faculties are peak, and your vitality is peak. We're thinking about these things. So on this line, and we need to be detoxing the metals too, of course. If they crank up the cell towers, it's a very strange situation if you're full of heavy metals and magnetic frequencies are beaming at you. So on this live, before we get to the next stuff, we are giving away 2 more bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, 2 or 3 bags, organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, certified heirloom, so genetically tested. They know this is the OG original cacao, which massively boosts melatonin, or not melatonin, sorry, It massively boosts oxytocin production, the love and bonding hormone. It also stimulates the production of stem cells, which repairs damaged tissues and damaged cells in the body. And it also massively increases your gut microbiome, is super detoxifying, believed to decalcify your pineal gland, and it's delicious. You can eat it by the spoon dry, as Matt Rains just commented on the live. And everyone who's had lit before knows you can eat this stuff dry by the spoon. It is that good for you. Plus, it actually stimulates the production of bliss chemicals, which is tryptophan, dopamine, and serotonin. So it's super good for your brain. This is the way the deal works. It is first come, first serve. So as soon as I put the link in the chat, make sure you click it to be bumped first in line. If you go to chalk.com, which is based in Texas, they ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. Go to chalk.com. The number one superfood on the site for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit, which is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases the production of new brain cells. It's called neurogenesis. So that can repair some of the effects of the Wi-Fi, cell tower, smart meters, GMOs, fluoride, pesticides, you name it. It also is extremely pro-fertile. For guys, it boosts testosterone, total testosterone, 21% in 90 days. For girls, for women, it calibrates your endocrine system and is extremely pro-fertile. That's the Shilajit. That's the number one supplement for men and women. The second most potent superfood for men and women is the organic ashwagandha, certified organic, 14 times as potent as conventional ashwagandha. Plus, it has 43 clinical studies on it, and it massively increases melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's a hormone optimizer, it's pro-fertile, and it supports healthy mood and focus. It's considered the king of herbs in India, which this guy whose username says the Primal Eskimo, he's actually Indian. He could probably tell you all about ashwagandha. It's the king of herbs there. It's in the Ayurvedic text. They talk all about it. The ancients, the Siddhis, the Sad. Anyway, there's a few different names, but the ancient Indians, let's just say, knew all about ashwagandha. So to get your free bags of lit powder, which we have 2 left to give away, you go to chalk.com, you put the male or female vitality stack in your cart, which is the top 2 combos of superfoods for men and women. Then you apply the discount code 50LIFE, that's 50LIFE, which gives you a 50% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. Automatically, you're going to receive a $100 bag of chocolate powder in your order automatically. You're not going to see it on your order form, but it's going to be packed up in your package when it's shipped. So you're going to get your free lit, and it's first come, first serve. The thing is, in the female stack, it's the Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the certified wild-crafted Irish moss, which has the full matrix of minerals. It rebuilds your DNA. It massively increases your nutrient absorption, by the way, increases nutrient absorption. Pretty freaking cool. Because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. And then the third superfood in the male stack is the Tomcat 100, which increases free testosterone 87% in 21 days. It's clinically studied. It's certified, wild-crafted, and it also increases sperm count and sperm motility. So it's super pro-fertile. That's your Tomcat, and that's in the male stack. So apparently a bunch of people are on the website right now. If you're on the site, make sure you put the male or female stack in your cart, apply that discount code 50LIFE, 50LIFE, and then you'll automatically receive the free bag of lit if you're one of the first 2 people. Shout out to Swing, who said Embry's page is amazing. I know, Swing, dude. I was like, I'm going to look at it more after the live, actually. It's freaking awesome. And I love that. I don't even think I saw a single iPad in her like kitchen or anything like that. At first I was like, oh, is that an iPad? No, it is definitely not technology in the slightest. Healthy high chair. They got cast iron pans on the walls. Like, this is a family that is tuned in, man. Shout out to Embry. Shout out to Matt Rains as well. Find the like button. You know what, guys? I appreciate the likes on the well, Joshua, we still have 2 bags left to give away, man. Someone just get a stack though. Actually, 2 people. Someone got a Shilajit, an Irish moss, and a Tomcat, which isn't a stack, but they still qualified for the free lit. Then someone else just got a single bottle of Shilajit, which is chill, but they don't qualify for the free lit. And there's still a number of people on the site, but we do have bags left to give away. Josh, place your order, dude. 50LIFE, free lit. I'll hold a slot for you to make sure you get the free lit, brother. Non-toxic says he gets the lit every 2 weeks because he consumes that impeccable superfood delicious powder consistently. Shout out to non-toxic, man. Um, Antila said, does chalk ship overseas? Yes, chalk ships worldwide. Um, I was going to make a joke, but no, we don't ship to we don't ship to Spain. We can't ship to Mexico, Greece, North Korea usually doesn't pan out. No, I'm just kidding. But for now, we can ship worldwide. For now, we're allowed to consume Shilajit. But if they do this great reset, you can imagine they don't want you spending carbon credits, your monthly allotted UBI carbon credits on Shilajit if it's the thing that's going to decalcify the pineal gland, which they want fully calcified from the get-go, if you know what I'm saying. So shout out to non-toxic. He said, Josh, you won't regret it. Um, boom, bang, bing. Josh said, I don't have a credit card. Boom. Let's see. What I like to do is, so put like the timer on the oven on, set it to like 2 minutes. So then walk out of the room, let the timer go off. Your dad will get up and be like, why the hell is the timer going off on the oven? When he goes and does that, quickly sneak off to where his wallet is. This is the best plan you could do. And then take it. No, I'm just kidding. But Josh, damn, you got to show him the money. This is what my dad always says to me. If I say something, we're talking, he says, well, show me the money. Pull out your freaking cash, slap it in his hand, say, Dad, I'm thanking you. Get down on one knee. It's free lit, Dad. And maybe your dad actually would like the Tomcat too. It boosts testosterone. All of our dads should be taking Tomcat, man. I got my dad taking the Action 2.0 because he got the Jibby Jabby, and apparently that's not the best thing for your heart. So anyway, I got him taking the Action 2.0 to help boost his heart function, circulation, circulatory system, blood flow, and all that. Yeah, I was rationally concerned about it. I told him not to, but anyway. Um, Raw milk laws. You're more likely to come into a pathogen from grocery store produce over raw milk. Oh, 100%. Dialed. Yes, exactly. 100%. More people get E. coli from freaking lettuce than raw milk. Dude, I've been drinking raw milk for 5 or 6 years now. Ever since I became a part of the cow share. It's been 5 or 6 years. I never got sick. What all do you get with the mail stack? Good value. Shout out to Spoon Surf. With the mail stack, you get the Chalk Daily, which boosts total testosterone 21% in 90 days, and it increases sperm count and sperm motility. It's got the purified shilajit in there, and it has 4 other adaptogens that are specifically formulated for men. Then you get the Tomcat 100, which is the wildcrafted Tomcat Ali from Malaysia, which boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count, sperm motility, muscle mass, muscle recovery, and muscular endurance. There's 23 clinical studies on it, and of course, mental energy as well. And then the third superfood in the male stack, which is also in the female stack, is this certified organic ashwagandha, which massively boosts melatonin production. So you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it, which probably extends lifespan. And then it also massively boosts hormone optimization. It's pro-fertile. It's considered the king of herbs in India. It's a superfood, man. So that's the male stack. Excellent, dude. And then you're getting 50% off for life on the live, dude. This is a live only special. We're not doing this discount code anywhere. Chalk is not doing this discount code anywhere else. This is specifically for you guys who came all the way over from Instagram, and who are really about it. Like, you can honestly say, if someone is on Rumble right now listening to this, like, you've surpassed the level of Instagram reel doom scrolling. Like, this is not fancy lights, camera, action. You're listening to a freaking live without even music. So anyways, shout out to Mr. Where did he got buried here? Spoon Surf. Excellent, amazing value, dude. And then if you're one of the next 2 people to get the male or female stack, you're getting the free bag of lit powder as well. Jen said, how long's the sale? I don't get paid till next Thursday. I'm a registered nurse and live like I'm unemployed. This economy has affected me. Jen, I hear you, man. I hear you, Jen, rather. And but aren't you glad we're exploring the fucking moon? Like how tone deaf. People are like, gas is a little bit expensive right now. Oh, let's go to the moon. I can't wait for, dude, good things are coming around the corner. You hang in there, Jen, because greatest, best things are coming around the corner. Um, literally. So you just got to hang in there, stay super positive, Jen, and know that you're put exactly where you're meant to be, and that there is not a single challenge that can be presented to you that you're incapable. God would not present you with a challenge that you're incapable of overcoming. Okay, Jen. So stay freaking positive. And if you DM me, Jen, when you're ready to place your order, I'll hook you up. I'll get Chalk to hook you up. Spoon Surf said, I don't know what that entails, but right now is a pretty shocking hookup. 50% off for life and the free lit powder. But we can work something out. Spoon Surf said, thanks guys. I'm up. You know what's funny, Spoon Surf? I used to say I'm down, you know, like, but what do you really mean by saying I'm down? You actually mean I'm up. Like I'm up for it. I'm down is like I'm down. Or literally like putting yourself down. I know it's shocking. Words, language, we can say the wrong thing. But anyways, he said, thanks guys, I'm up. Do you guys try to drink the chalk lit in place of coffee or more of a shake snack? Meal replacer. So everyone's going to answer. Non-toxic, of course, is the first to answer. Non-toxic loves the lit, man. He is literally freaking, let's just say he loves the lit. The lit though, you can, so we take it with, yes, it can replace coffee. Yes, it can go in a smoothie. Yes, you can bake with it. Yes, you can pour maple syrup into it, stir it up, and then you have like a natural icing. By the way, it's sweetened with maple sugar crystals, eh? The chocolate powder, sorry, it's not just heirloom cacao. What am I thinking? It's got like 10 different ingredients in it. It's heirloom cacao. It's organic coconut milk powder, certified organic coconut milk powder. It's organic vanilla bean powder, organic Ceylon cinnamon powder. It's a blend. Obviously, the first ingredient is the cacao, which is, by the way, you know that ingredients are listed like by volume, eh? So like the last thing is the least amount, the top thing is the most amount. You know that? Anyway, mostly cacao, but a bunch of other ingredients which make it delicious by the spoon dry, including a pinch of salt and a lovely maple sugar crystals, dude. So that's the lit powder. But yeah, it can. I bet you if you had enough lit, it could replace a meal for sure. Especially if you have it with raw milk. Oh yeah, if you have, or let's just say milk, but ideally raw milk, right? But if you have a mug of lit with milk, it is kind of mealy for sure. Groovy said, I meant to answer you, Groovy. Sorry. Um, and by the way, guys, so just to remind you, and then I'm going to answer Groovy. The deal is male or female vitality stack subscription in your cart. Go to chalk.com, put the male or female stack in your cart. Apply the discount code on the subscription 50 life for a 50% off lifetime discount. You can cancel or modify your subscription at any time, but keep in mind the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. Then, once you place your order on the live with the insane half off discount, 50 life, you get the free lit powder. And we only have 2 left, and there's a bunch of people on the site right now. So Groovy said that she's scared of the war or something. Hold on, let me read. I'm scared about the end of the world. Oh, wow. Hemp, what's HEMP? I know what an EMP is. What's an HEMP? Let me know. Well, hold on a second. Groovy's Beach, feel the vibe of the live. I'm not scared. They just announced a ceasefire. It's going to be extended. And you know what? It's the same thing with COVID. When it first happened, it's like, oh shit, it's about to be like the end of the world. The thing lasted 3 years. It's not like shit's going to be upside down and backwards tomorrow. It's a gradual process. There's time. And the best, again, the brightest and best days are ahead. This situation, whatever's about to happen, because I do still think it's about to happen, is part of God's plan. It's not outside of him. And I think that it's what's needed to get humans to eventually become fully free. Because I know in the end, we do win, we are free. But It's going to get weirder before we get there. So you don't want to be fearful. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. Groovy got 37 gallons of fuel. Holy crappers. How much is that? Hold on. Is that like nine? Is that, oh, that's like a liter. That's like my truck tank, I think. 37 gallons to liters is what? 140 liters. Okay, nice. So you just got a full, well, that's, if the average car is what? 40 to 60 liters. My truck is 120 liters, which is, um, let's see here, 120 liters to gallons is 31 gallon, 32 gallons. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if this is why it's illegal to, or not illegal, but against bylaws to have to store too much gas at your house. You know, you're not allowed to store over a certain amount of gas. Eh? Not that you'd ever get caught, but you're not supposed to store over a certain amount. Um, this is Moon Drive by all on our tax dollar. What do you think? Well, spoon surf, if you ask me, yeah, non-toxic. So spoon surf, my perspective here is that there is no space, there are no planets, space is fake, and whatchamacallit. Sonny, that's a good idea. Um, this moon thing is just to further distract people, make them think we're actually doing that type of thing. Um, I don't think you can go to the moon. I don't even know that it's a physical object. Same thing with the sun. It's definitely not a ball of fire anyway. Um, but anyways, so that's my thoughts on this whole moon thing that's going on, man. Okay, hold on a second. Someone just got a female stack. Congratulations to who just got the female stack at chalk.com with the code 50life, which means this is pretty much the last call on the live. We're about to shut her down. If you want that free bag of lit and the massive 50% off lifetime discount, place your order ASAP at chalk.com for the male or female stack. Sonny, that is a great question, or a great idea. That would be chill, eh? I bet people would enjoy that. Jen's asking people gas prices. What's my gas price here? Let me check. And I'll convert it to you for you guys. For diesel. Well, fucking diesel. See, AI overview. It's well above 200 cents per liter. You mean over $2? Okay, so that's not right. The last I paid was like 234 a liter. So that was like $6 and something a gallon US. So 234 Canadian per liter is $6 and change per gallon for diesel. Now gas is still only $1.55 per liter to gallon to USD. Hold on. If the price is $1.55 per liter, it converts to approximately $5.87 per US gallon. But I want to know, hold on. Oh yeah, 155 CAD. $4.24 US per gallon is gas prices right here. $4.24 US per gallon is what the gas prices are where I am right now. So still high. Dude, do you guys know if you were in Libya right now, it is literally less than a single dollar to fill up your entire car's gas tank. The average gas tank is less than $1. In fact, a bottle of water in Libya is $2. It costs more for water, not, well, yeah, actually. If it costs more for a single bottle of water in Libya than an entire tank of gas, like that is shocking. Gas is literally cheaper than water there. And you know what? It's not just because they have so much gas, they have so much oil in the ground, because Texas does too. But we send it over to here and we send it over there. Canada apparently sells like 80 something percent of its gas, of its oil to the US. But I thought we also get a bunch from Saudi Arabia, that we sell our shit to them and then we buy theirs. Like, or we sell our oil to them and then we buy diesel and gas from them. What a stupid situation. Why do we have to be dependent on fucking Dubai? Like, if you were smart and you ran a country and you actually weren't in the Illuminati, you would make your country like self-sufficient. Like, this is what people are trying to, like, we got Alberta, which produces a ton of oil. And then we have you guys in Texas have Texas, and I'm pretty sure you have freaking Alaska has a bunch of oil too. So figure it out. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, exactly, dialed. Definitely. Work truck average 12 miles. Not bad. Swing, not bad, man. It's California, of course, has the worst gas prices I think I've seen so far, which is wild, man. It could be cheaper. They're doing something strange for sure. Um, Hold on a sec. Boom, bang, bing. Yeah, that video of the space thing detaching from the thing definitely was in water. It looked underwater for sure. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do is make sure your live notifications are on here, by the way, so you know when we're live again tomorrow. We have one bag of lit left, and I guess this is the final call for it. If you place your order with 50 life after the live, you're going to get that free lit if it's between now and the next like 20 minutes or so. I got the final notice from Chalk. They say next 20 minutes, we're going to extend the deal. Free lit included in your order if you place an order to a male or female stack with the code 50life. Okay, 50LIFE. You guys can DM me on Instagram if you have any questions real quick after the live. We'll see you guys on tomorrow's live. Make sure, I would recommend to guys like Joshua, we'll try to do something to help you out, man, with the situation you're in and whatnot. But dude, it's imperative to be detoxing and boosting your frequency in this pinnacle moment in history right now. Okay, guys. So love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Keep your head on a swivel and stay tuned. All right, and stay positive, of course. Okay, we'll see you on the next one.